Happy New Year to everybody out there. Happy New Year 2024. We are back with the League of the Genuine Conversations with me, your host, Fred Muhammad, the only show on the planet where we talk about the important but often ignored subject of counterfeits. Counterfeits still pose a challenge even in this new year. In the last year, we brought you a lot of topics for discussion on the subject. We are still going to do the same in 2024, except that we are adding more products, more variety to our show. This year we shall be introducing the Street Quiz, a program where we go out to meet with you, we go out to the market to have a conversation, to pick your ideas, your understanding on the subject of counterfeits. So let me give you a teaser of how the street quiz will be.
Hello dear viewers. So my name is Mugisa Timothy Azele from the Anti-Counterfeit Network. So you may be wondering what we are doing right now, because this is quite different from our normal League of the Genuine Conversations. So what we are doing right now here is a street quiz where we are assessing the knowledge of the population on the subject of counterfeits. So we want to see what they think about counterfeits here. So what I'm going to do right now is move around, get people who are going to be able to share with us their views on counterfeits. And yeah, va mu kitongole kye bayita the Anti-Counterfeit Network tulwanisa ebicuupuli mu ggwanga. So chenze wano kola okubuuza if you can give us some bit of your time tukubuuzeko ebibuuzo ebitono. Kale amanya gosebo?
Amanya bampita Boaz ndizeye.
Okay. Boaz, ebicuupuli obimanyiko ki?
Ebicuupuli kye mbimanyiko bituzizza nnyo emabega ddala nno okusinziira ku mawanga gali agatuyiseeko, kubanga bwe batukolera ebicuupuli wano osobola otugeze basobola okumpa element eyo ngati nganzo omuvuzi wa boda.
Ogambye element eno. Eno. Okay.
Kati element eno.
Sola giraba?
Ogiraba element eno. Sawa ya leero basobola ogikuwa tugeze ku mitwalo 5.
Okay.
Mu original. Kakati ate ne baleetayo fake nga ya mitwalo 2 n'ekitundu.
Okay.
Kati fake bweneegwa wansi awo egenda kwabikamu. Kimpe ebbanja eryokunoonya sente endala nzireyo nkole ki fune elementi. So singa mba nakute emitwalo gyange 5 n'engula origino, kitegeeza ne bweneegwa wansi egenda sigala nga ngumu. Kati awo kiba kya affectinze mu nfuna yange olw'ensonga nakola budget nti ngenda gula elementi mitwalo 2 n'ekitundu ngikole esobole okuntwazaako lwakiri ng'omwaka, naye egenda kwabika mu bbanga lya mwezi ogwo.
Kati embaga njaga helmet eri original manya batya.
Ebiseera ebisinga kati eno Vema company osobola ogenda mu Vema mwennyini n'ofunayo element eri original, naye kati bwe tugenda wali kunabugabo abachina batusize ebintu byabwe akola ekintu ayinza nti Vema naye nga kiri fake, naye kati eno original ne bwegwawo ekigo ndowooza n'ogira kati esiwulikiridde omusana naye era ngumu.
Gisuuleko tulabe. Gisuule. Boaz wemenyeka. Kale, so wali abangi abatugamba bana bakola bino ebicuupuli babeera beeyiiya. So kiroozaako kyekyo.
Beeyiiya naye bazize eggwanga lyaffe emabega. Era likyali mabega nnyo, kubanga gwe buli we weeyiiza mu kintu ekiri fake oba oyavuwaza Munnayuganda. Kubanga ekintu ky'omuyiyiriza kiri fake tekigenda kumala bbanga ddene. Kasimu kati nga kano okalaba? Kano ka mitwalo 3 n'ekitundu ka fake, naye olw'okuba nti bwe busobozi bwange ke nafunye.
Okay.
Kafirizinga kacamuka okateekako lediyo nga keesiba nga kacyankalana.
Kati Boaz, singa omanyi ti mwaka gumu kagenda kufa, lwaki wagenda n'okagula ng'omanyi n'olala ogenda teekamu ssente ogula endala?
Ati ensonga banteereddewo ekyo kyensobola okusobola mu bwangu. So singa tekibaddeewo mbadde nja kunoonya emitwalo 10 ngende ngule kali, naye olw'okuba weekali ate nga ne sente nzirinawo wano muzomu bwangu yensonga lwaki nkagula. So singa tekabaddewo nga gavumenti ebugaana negamba si muwezi ti tetuzeetaaga twagala origino ng'e Rwanda bwe kiri.
Kale, webale nnyo Boaz. So you've all heard Boaz. Boaz says he got this phone here because it's cheap and it's what he could afford at the moment there. If further on say that reason as to why this phone's on the market is maybe because the government is not putting in enough effort here to ensure that these phones are off the market here. So let's move on to somebody else and get to find out their views on counterfeits. Obviously, want to look into the mechanics bit because we know how vital mechanics is. So let me see if I can get any mechanic around to share with us their views on counterfeits. What's your name, sir?
I'm Atume Robert. I'm calling a serviceman, Karerwe service station where we are now.
So Atume Robert, what is your view on counterfeits? What is your view about them?
Ebichupuli tubimanyi kati nganze ali ku service tutera kufuna ba customers nga baveeyo mu public nga bagamba wali bali basanga oil eringa ya shero naye bwagiteeka motoka ye nga let's say ya 50 ya 5000 kilometers running 2000 kilometers emotoka nefuna problem. So bajja ne batugamba really eno oil esangibwa mu public, is it okay or it is the bichupuli? Nitugamba wowe yagale kintu ekirungi, you come to service bay kubanga ezo ziri eyo biba bichupuli ate tebiyamba motoka ng'obwo bimanyi ojja giteekamu osuubira kuvuga kilometers 1500 ovuge kilometers 2000 oil egwemu emotoka enokinge ofune problem.
So Robert, ono oil gwe baleeta bamufunira batera mufunirawa?
Ate oyo oil gwe balina eyo tutumanyi be bamujja kubanga ffe waffe gwe tukozesa wano ava mu dipo. Kati bo bali we bamujja ate nga balina obudomola obufaanana n'obwaffe tutumanyi. Kitegeeza bayinza kubagenda eyo mu house of plastics ne bagulayo obudomola ne bafuna fake oils ne bamuteekamu ne balowooza nti washeeru kumbe si washeeru. Yeah.
Okay. Waliyo abangi, there are many people we have been able to talk to ne batugamba nedda baleke babeera beeyiiya. So okirozaako kyekyo?
Nedda kweyiiya kubi kukutta kubanga emmotoka eringa engine ya motoka eringa omutima gw'omuntu. Bw'oteekamu emmotoka etwala abantu bw'onooteekamu oil enfu engine n'enookinga yinza kunookinga ng'ekolapsinga n'eyabika n'emmotoka n'ekwata omuliro. Yes, abantu ne baluzinga lives zaabwe. So it's not good to have fake nanka counterparts in Uganda.
Let's get down to you as a person. Have you faced counterfeits? Wagulako ku kichupuli, and if yes, how did it affect you?
Echupuli kyenagulako na kisanga eyo side ze Bunyalugulu nagenda nepiki nga ngenze kulaba omulwadde kati ninteeka mu oil niginaali ngenda tiyatuukayo epiki y'omuntu ate nali njanzisa epiki neefa nimpendera nga nguze engine y'omuntu lwakalitakamu ka oil. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Robert. You've heard what Robert had to talk about counterfeits. People, he talked about oil. He talked about people going out from wherever they're getting oil from. Then they think it's maybe going to run for a certain number of kilometers. And before they know it, the oil is not running that number of kilometers. They come here and they're complaining. So what Robert is saying is come to genuine dealers of oil and get this oil here that is going to run correctly in your engines and serve the purpose that you want it to serve. As usual, like we say, it takes a wealthy person to afford buying counterfeits. So guys, let's stick to genuine. It goes without saying that food is quite an important aspect of our lives. So I'm here with Rose, mother to Mercy, to talk about counterfeits, how counterfeits have affected her business. Rose. So nze wano okubuuzaako biki by'omanyi ku bichupuli?
Kale ng'emmere ennyaanya eziyinza okubeera nga oguze bokisi y'ennyaanya ogiguze mu ssente nnyingi n'ogituusa wano n'osanga nga waggulu namu nga wakati nga nvundu n'ekusala ssente zo.
So okola ki n'ebiri ebifo?
Era oyinza okigumira kubanga tosobola kugizaayo n'obagamba nti manya n'asanze enfu zikusala busazi.
Temusobola lopaano nga wa chairman n'abayamba ne bagamba kirabika ono yaleeta ebifu talina okuddamu okuleeta wano emmere oba temubikola no?
Kale tusobola bikola balumu ab'akakiiko nga groups osobola kikola n'ogendayo n'oloopa naye enjawulo kale si eryawo nene nnyo.
So dear viewers, you've heard what Rose gets to say about counterfeits. She says some people bring tomatoes, whereby you find some are actually live, whereas others are dead. And I asked her that why don't they go and report to the relevant authorities? Because there's a chairman for this market here. She says that when she goes and reports, there's not much of a difference that is done here. This has been the Street Quiz with the Anti-Counterfeit Network Africa. With me is your host Mugisa Timothy Ozele. Thank you for being part of us. Ensure that you're part of this discussion here by following us on our socials, which is Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and that's at the Anti-Counterfeit Network. Ensure you tune in next time. Thank you very much.
Bibi, let's go shopping. Yalla! My name is Julie the Traveler and I am currently in Dubai, a city of blooming businesses, tourism, skyscrapers, shopping. Talking of shopping, people, you need to be careful of counterfeits. I have been a victim of the same. Talk of a good deal by the street, talk of electronics just because it's cheap, talk of buying things online because I'm seeing a good deal, and fast forward to when they're being delivered and it's actually a flimsy imitation. I've been through it. Talk of weekends, just ordering a drink, celebratory mode, and you don't know what you're ordering, if it's actually genuine. You need to be aware. I need to be aware. I am more aware even when I'm in Dubai, because counterfeit is a global issue. It's not just an African issue or a Kenyan issue. One of the ways that I do remain informed is by watching The Legend of the Genuine Show on YouTube. This is the ultimate show where authenticity takes the center stage. Get ready for nail-biting moments as the host expose the underworld of counterfeit. You also get to meet industry experts, passionate consumers, and unsung heroes who are fighting against counterfeit. So make sure you stay tuned, stay informed, stay woke, and stay away from the cycle of fakeness. Have an amazing, a prosperous 2024.
Hi, I go by the names Chankot Klang and I'm recording from the United States of America. I once lived in Uganda and I can share my experiences with counterfeit. One of them is I bought a pair of designer sunglasses online thinking they were a real deal, but when they arrived I noticed the quality was really poor and fell apart after just a few uses. It was a lesson learned to be cautious when buying things online. Have you had any experiences with the counterfeits? It's such a bummer when that happens. It's really frustrating to think you're getting a real deal only to end up with a low quality product. It is always a good idea to be extra careful when shopping online or buying at the marketplace, because I know Uganda we have a lot of markets and Chikubo guys. I'll give you tips on how to prevent counterfeits. I'll give you like 3 of them. One of them is reading reviews if you're shopping online before making a purchase. If there are many complaints from customers, and then it's a red flag. Examine the packaging. Pay attention to the quality of the packaging. Counterfeit products often have poor printing, misspelling, and noticeable flaws. So you don't buy it. And then the last one is trust your instincts. If something feels off or suspicious about the product or the seller, it's better to be conscious and not to proceed with the purchase. That was my message to the public, and I wish you guys a prosperous 2024. And I hope you guys no longer experience with counterfeits any longer, and have a great year.
Hi, my name is Timothy Ozele Mugisa. I'm calling in from the United Kingdom. My experience with counterfeits. Well, there was this time here, quite a few years back, I was gifted with an S20, Samsung S20, but it turned out to be a clone of the original phone. The clone is usually the counterfeit copy of the original. So you can imagine that excitement when you're being gifted. So upon the phone reaching, you get to find out it's a clone. Oh my god, yeah, the disappointment was quite deep. So I was able to know there's a counterfeit was, of course, it kept on hitting up each time I would charge. I saved 4 pictures and it says the storage is full. So that's quite a disappointment there. And my message to the public about the League of the Genuine Show. The League of the Genuine Show has been quite impactful to us, the consumers. It has educated us when it comes to counterfeits. It has created awareness. It has improved our knowledge levels on counterfeits. So I urge you all to keep watching the League of the Genuine Show. And my message to the public on how to prevent the consumption of counterfeits is be mindful as you're consuming whatever product you're consuming out there. Get to know prior knowledge before you go and consume. As you're consuming, mind the expiry date, mind all these small nitty-gritties on the products. As we all know, an informed consumer is an empowered consumer. Yeah, so ensure you're informed in order for you to be empowered as you're consuming that product there. Then I wish you all a blessed 2024, a counterfeit-free 2024, and God bless you.
Hi, my name is Sandra Maria, and I'm recording in this show in Sinda, Angola. A short video about counterfeit products circulating in the market today, and my experience about counterfeit, about fake, I would say fake products was in probably 2 years ago. I worked in a particular shop in Taiwan. I happened to purchase this particular code, and according to me, I thought I was very aware. I never thought to be a victim of fake products, especially gadgets, because I think I've had broad knowledge about what to check for in case you go to purchase a phone. Here it was, only for me to read for this phone could not really work because I asked so. But this had was shifting the expensive, yeah. I had to double the price I used to buy that phone to go back and buy now another phone in the same year. So in a way I spent more money than I should have spent. The League of Genuine Show has really done a good job when it comes to creating awareness for the public about fake products, because honestly speaking, name it all, there's so many out there in the medicine, the medicine sector, the cosmetic sector, gadgets. So they have really done great job in reaching out and creating awareness and sensitizing the public about what could be the side effects in case one really uses the product. I will encourage the public to really try their best if you purchase the items. Try to look out for some small things, credentials like when is this item expiring, or could this item be in the right state before you buy it, instead of just purchasing for the sake of purchasing. For us to avoid, especially when it comes to medical products, for us to avoid being victims. Most importantly, I would love to wish you a prosperous 2024.
Hello everyone, my name is Kenneth and I'm recording from Nakawa. So I'm here to talk about counterfeits. I've had an experience with them because I once purchased a phone. Yeah, I was just too excited to actually look at the phone to know whether it was real or fake. So I bought this phone. It looks okay to me when I first looked at it, but actually when I got to use the phone, I actually got to realize that it's fake. The screen had issues, the battery had issues. So when I compared with another friend, I would really say that the display is really different. Like I contrasted and I saw the difference was really different. So that was a counterfeit phone. That was enough to like make me learn a lesson and look at things critically. So my message to you, to avoid consuming counterfeits, is I would advise you to visit the YouTube channel. There is a YouTube channel that talks about counterfeits. The YouTube channel is called the League of the Genuine. It talks about counterfeits in different parts of the economy, different parts of in just various sectors. So I would advise you to watch those videos. You're really going to get a lot of knowledge. So in this festive season, I know it's family time, you're so happy, many of you are doing shopping here and there. So I advise you to look at something critically before you purchase it. Don't be overwhelmed with excitement that you will be blinded by what you're buying. So look at what you're buying, make sure that it's genuine so that you're not a victim of counterfeits. So generally, I wish you all happy holidays and I wish you a new year.
I had an encounter with counterfeits was once when I ordered for something online, and I received something completely different from what I ordered. I think the advertisement was made wrong, so what I would advise everyone to do before you order for something, make sure you're very familiar with the online page or something. Make sure you well know where you're ordering from and whom you're ordering from. Yes, that's my advice to you. Nice to meet you. Have a happy new year.
Hi everyone, my name is Prima. I'm recording from the United Kingdom. My experience with counterfeits is that one time in Uganda I bought a fake phone. It was really a difficult time because the phone was blacking out all of a sudden. The League of the Genuine show has really been insightful and an educative show in educating me about counterfeits, and I would urge you all to watch it. My advice to anyone regarding counterfeits is don't go into just any shop, go into original stores and buy original stuff. I wish you all a happy new year and a prosperous 2024. Thank you all.
Hi everyone, I'm Ryan, currently based in Beijing, China. My experience with counterfeits was recently through online shopping. I found a Gucci jacket online. It was affordable, it looked appealing to me, and I purchased it at a fair price. On receiving this jacket, it wasn't called Gucci anymore, it was called Gucci. So I would urge everyone to be very aware that counterfeits exist in all different markets, whether online or in stores, and you should be vigilant, make research, ask questions before you purchase these products. My New Year message to everyone is I wish you guys a very prosperous 2024 full of good health, abundant wealth, prosperity, success, and wins over wins. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Consuelo and I'm recording from Shanghai, China. So let me tell you my experience with counterfeits. One time I bought a pair of sunglasses online thinking they were the real deal, but when they arrived, the quality was terrible and they fell apart within days. It was a lesson learned about the danger of counterfeits. As we head into the festive season and approach of 2024, my message to the public is to be vigilant and avoid consuming counterfeits. Counterfeit products may seem like a good deal, but they often come with hidden dangers. Let's make a commitment to ourselves and our loved ones to prioritize genuine products and ensure a safe and joyful celebration. Lastly, I want to wish everyone a prosperous 2024. May this new year bring you success, happiness, and genuine experiences. Let's embrace authenticity and make choices that contribute to a better future for all. Cheers to a fantastic year ahead.
Hello, my name is Kahuma Joshua, and I'm currently in Beijing, China. I've had quite a negative experience with counterfeit products. As someone who deals in selling gadgets, specifically phones, at some point I purchased a batch of phones, but they were counterfeit, and this had a very huge impact on my business because of how the customers were impacted when they purchased the phones. So I'd like to urge everyone out there not to consume any counterfeit products for this season and for the rest of 2024. And I also like to wish you a prosperous 2024.
Hello, my name is Jordan Tarama. I'm recording this from the outskirts of Kampala, particularly Wakiso district, Chira. And when I try to think of the counterfeits I've faced in my life, there are quite a few, and my knowledge has actually increased to help these are counterfeit experiences I've had after particularly watching a particular show I'll talk about later on in this video. But the three areas I can think of right now would be with regards to sporting gear, different kinds of drinks, and mostly activities connected to social setting. As you know, in Uganda, social settings are a key part of our daily lives or weekly routines. And for the sporting gear, I would say particularly the boots, where you go and buy boots from a trader, particularly in downtown, and tells you, no, these ones are not fake. He assures you how these ones are not from, let's say, China. Says these ones are from UK. And after a few training sessions and a few football matches here and there, let's say into your second month, your boots are being redesigned by the different stitches from the cobbler, and you're regretting why you made such a hefty purchase that you could have gone for the low value good, yet you thought by investing more you'd have got the right thing. And also for social settings, we all know there have been repeated stories of particular places that host a Kampala nightlife, and many social gatherings have cases of fake drinks, particularly alcohol brands being faked. And this is where the log show has come in, because my knowledge of counterfeits has been restricted to particularly think about the social setting and money and maybe shoes, like maybe like fake Jordans or fake Nike products where you see a reverse stick, a Jordan where you see a Jordan, the logo, instead of him jumping, he's facing in a different direction, those few things, because it does help expand my knowledge to know that counterfeits are in every sector. They're in health. You, by thinking that you're going to a legitimate pharmacy with a pharmacy sign post, doesn't mean that the medicine is authentic. And just like I talked about me making a heavier purchase on my football boots, thinking that if I buy expensive, I'm going to get an authentic product. The lecture has helped me expand that my knowledge that counterfeits, no one is immune to them. Whether you're going to the high town store, the low down store, you'll be affected by counterfeits, because it touches on the very various sectors of the maybe supply chain, I could say, to make it short. And my advice for people as we enter 2024, particularly as the consumers, will be that maybe try to buy locally made products, because it's easier to trace the authenticity of such things and easier to get in contact with these people. Maybe let's say promote the boo-boo philosophy, and also will be intense research, which many people on the log show have told us about, that the more information we have, the better we're prepared to identify and hold these counterfeits. And research shouldn't just stop at a Google search and all that. Maybe we can look into more entertaining knowledge on counterfeits, like the log show, which gives you an expert's secrets on how to fight these. And yeah, I would like to wish all of you, on that note, I'd like to wish all of you a counterfeit-free 2024, and that we hope we all remain genuine. Thank you.
Happy 2024, everyone. I'm so glad and grateful for this new year. Wishing everyone a happy 2024. So, my name is Miss Maura, recording from Denmark, and we're grateful to be here. So, the topic of today is talking about counterfeits, and this I'm sure has happened to many of us. So, exactly, my case was, I think, around 2 years ago, when I was with my friends having a party, and then let me take a sip for a minute. And we ended up buying counterfeit alcohol, which made us sick for a whole week. So during this new year, urging everyone to actually be careful on what they consume. I would also like to thank the Legend of the Genuine for the good work they're doing in sensitizing people in this issue, or on this issue. So grateful for everyone. Happy 2024, Happy New Year. Enjoy the year.
I'm a Ugandan from Kampala, Uganda, East Africa. I've gotten some challenges with counterfeits. There are very many challenges that arise from using counterfeits. One of them is that, it wastes our money, because you buy something hoping it to work very well for you, but you find out that you bought something that is useless. Within a few days, few months, few weeks, it's all gone, like it's fake. And then secondly, counterfeits have bad impacts on our lives. For example, I bought a phone from a company that I want to mention, and this phone was misbehaving in that it could hit so much, it could hit, and to an extent of one day almost exploding, because I forgot it in the church. And I just, lucky enough, there was smoke coming out of the phone, and then I recognized it. So the message I give the world is that when you buy something fake, aka counterfeit, you'll be associated with very many challenges: loss of income spent on a wrong product, resulting into poverty. It also results into health issues, health hazards. So avoid using counterfeits. The advice I give you is to, at least if you don't have enough money to buy something original from a legit company, you can save more as time goes, you save a lot of money, you buy something original. And then secondly, another message to the world, you should stop using counterfeit, because it also has a health hazard, like it destroys the environment. Some of these things, they are made from fake materials that degrade the environment. So you might expose something new because it is fake, and you end up degrading the environment. So that's why I don't encourage anybody to buy a counterfeit. Well, as we go into new year, as we have entered in 2024, I wish you to be so keen enough in whatever things you buy, the products, everything. You be keen enough. And this is a new year. If maybe you ever bought counterfeit last year or in the previous years, then let it be as a bad experience to you, never to repeat the same mistakes again. I remain Justin Achora from Uganda, and I wish you a prosperous 2024.
Yes, you've had those messages from people out there in the world who watch this show. We have an ever-present problem with counterfeits. The messages have spoken about sunglasses, the counterfeit sunglasses, the counterfeit electronics, the phones, and counterfeit garments. As we close, I'll just need to shed some light on the dangers of counterfeits in those three products. Because some of you may think that the only dangerous counterfeits is food or medicine. Actually, counterfeit sunglasses are also a huge problem. When you wear a fake counterfeit sunglasses, lenses, you actually are hurting your eyes, because the fake counterfeit sunglasses are not able to prevent harmful UV light from the sunlight from getting into the back of your eye. Actually, you are much better off with your naked eye. You can have better coping mechanism than when you put fake sunglasses because they actually let in a lot of light, and moreover in a dangerous way. And that harms the eye, it affects your sight. Actually, a lot of the dangerous UV light causes cataracts, which is a major problem according to the World Health Organization. We have almost 100 people in the world suffering from cataracts, which are caused by the effects of harmful UV light. So, when we're talking about counterfeit sunglasses, it is an immediate danger to your sight. So the message out there from the lady from China is an important wake up call. Don't go out there and buy any cheap fake sunglasses. Many are sold on the streets by the hawkers and so on. Please do go and buy from a recognized, established supplier, retailer, wholesaler, where you get a warranty. And please look out for the fakes. How do you know that it's a fake sunglass? Check very much the logos. The logos on the counterfeits are blurred, they're loose, there are mistakes in there. But the genuine one, the logos will be properly embossed, laminated, and fixed properly on the product. So that was sunglasses. The other message we received was in respect of the mobile phones. In Uganda, where we have 30 million active mobile cellular connections, mobile phones. In Uganda, about 6 to 7 million counterfeit phones. Again, when we talk about counterfeit phones, you might think, well, it's just a phone. It's not dangerous. But again, there is information to suggest that fake counterfeit phones not only give you a lower quality, a lower service. In fact, our network gets affected with dropped calls and system breakdown because of so many fake phones on the system. They impair the performance of the whole communication structure. But on the health side, a lot of the fake counterfeit phones and substandard phones have radiation and emissions that they leak out, which for some people, some of you, you get a lot of migraines, headaches, and so on. It's because of the phones, the quality of the phone that you're using. But even more dangerously, the radiation is known to increase the threat or the presence or the contraction of certain diseases, certain cancers. For example, the blood cancer. Blood cancer is something that will easily become present once you have access to or exposure to this kind of radiation. So again, the message out there on the counterfeit phone should be hidden. Don't just go and say, this is what I can afford. This is what I'll take. Buy something that will, first of all, whose safety has been checked by the authorities, where you can get a warranty. Don't just buy anything, especially the young people. A lot of things are being bought online and in very unclear, nondescript websites and so on. These are dangerous things. So our message again is, let's get the genuine funds. The last message was in respect of garments. I think the message was saying that he bought a Gucci jacket online and ended up with a Gucci or whatever it is. It is of course significant that these messages are coming from our fans or our viewers right in China. China manufactures 70-80% of most of the products which have issues with the counterfeits, and garments. Clothing is the most counterfeited product in the world. The clothing industry is so huge, but a lot of the products that are counterfeited are actually garments, because everybody needs clothes. And is this dangerous also? Or you might think it is just a piece of cloth. I mean, I can get a replica branded garment, I can get anything. It's extremely dangerous, because the manufacture of this counterfeit cloth does not follow the health, safety, and environmental regulations that are supposed to ensure that these products are safe. When you wear a garment that is fake, you don't know what chemical is seeping out of this garment onto your skin and into your bloodstream. As you know, your skin is the largest breathing organ. Your skin takes in everything. So when you put a garment on your skin, the reaction of whatever chemical there is can actually cause far-reaching consequences on your health. So this is a year opener episode. Like we have said, we're going to make some changes, but we shall continue, as we are committed always, we shall continue with bringing you more programming that will give you information, because we believe an informed consumer is an empowered person. We would like to empower you to make the decision to choose genuine and deny the fakes to market. As I sign off, I would like to welcome you again to the new year and hope that we shall journey together in the new year again to ensure a counterfeit-free Africa, to ensure that we are all safe, to ensure that we promote genuine. We would like to thank you again for making a date with us always, being part of this show. As we have said, we shall give more variety. If you like what we are doing, please do subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up. We rely on your support. And please do share, tell a friend to tell a friend, because the issue of counterfeits is a human existential threat. Counterfeits are in every aspect of our life. They are a threat to the animal, human, and plant health. They are a threat to our very existence. Don't be fake. Buy and sell genuine.